Alright folks, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going over to Germany after a long while. Going over to Blech.Brut, or Blech.Brut, a brewery that I've had a few beers from. I think I've had a couple that were in one of the Beer 52 Germany boxes, and I may have had one or two whilst I was living in Germany. But this was part of a little pack that Cloudwater were doing, where it was just like hazy beers from themselves and other breweries. So, feeling a little bit, not under the weather, but I've been working in a very dusty, heavy storeroom to the last couple of days. And maybe I've been bitten by a tropical animal from some of the materials we've imported. Maybe I'm just deathly allergic to dust, but I feel like utter arse, and my ears kicking off, stomachs, we won't go into it, but yeah, it's just been a weird couple of days. So I thought, why not crack open a beer? And yeah, so this is Sage Waves Double IPA, clocking in at 8%. Of course, these guys are out of Bamberg, which of course is known for its wonderful, wonderful smoky beer. So yeah, German craft. Always up for some German craft. And we'll see what we get with this one. I'm not sure what hops they've used, not sure what malts, not sure what yeast strain. Very cosmic looking. Cosmic isn't what I was looking for. The word that I was looking for. God, I can't even speak. And like my throat's closed up a little bit. I'm just a mess. So the lighting doesn't do it any justice. But then again, it's not like a really bright in your face hazy IPA. Maybe it's a little bit of a darker yellowy ambery orange. I don't know, terrible way to describe it. 3 fingers worth of a nicely yellow tinged white head, looking very nice and dense, a bit like me. So we'll see what we get on the nose. Dip your nose in for good luck, and because my ears playing up, I can hear myself and I can feel the vibrations, and it's really annoying. But anyway, on the nose then. Lemon curd. Like hard-boiled lemon flavoured sweets. Very lemony, very citrusy, but specifically lemon. Even like freshly squeezed lemon. It's all about the lemon with this. Maybe there's like a sweetness that you'd get from a melon. And that was not just a very clumsy way of trying to pick another fruit and then just rearranging the letters of a fruit I've already mentioned. But yeah, even like got a bit of watermelon, like watermelon sweets. Interesting. So it's citrusy, a touch tropical, but very, very satisfying on the nose. So let's give it a taste. Cheers, folks. Oh, it's very nice. It's got a surprisingly notable malty flavour without it like going into like English IPA territory or an IPA where the hops have faded. There's like a constant level of bitterness all the way through. Maybe picks up a little bit on the back end, gets a little bit dry. Really nice smooth body to it. definitely get a grapefruit-like bitterness. Again, lemon, surprise, surprise. That gentle sweetness you get on the nose doesn't really transfer or translate into the flavour. But that malt flavour's really, really satisfying in it. I mean, it's not like an overly aggressively hopped fruit bowl of a double IPA. It's got like a certain sort of like old school IPA feel to it, which from my limited time in Germany when the craft beer boom was really kicking off, even though you can go back, you know, quite a few years where they really talented home brewers influenced by specifically American style beers. You got a load of West Coast stuff, as you did everywhere else in the world. But of course, we all know there are some fantastic German breweries, not only in the historical heritage sort of sense, but also some really talented craft brewers who, you know, they're always working within those constraints. Acker, the Reinheitsgebot. Acker, German brewing purity laws, which I've never really fully researched into how you would go about doing that. I think it's like different ways of how you can distribute or sell or promote the beer, especially when you're starting to do interesting stuff in the brewing process. But it's got a little bit of a dank piney edge, but very, very subtle. It does have quite a few old school, like, sensibilities about it. I'd imagine the Citra might be in this. Very slight tartness. Tart isn't the right word. Ignore that word. It's like how you describe like a really pungent, like SIMCOE characteristic. Although I don't think SIMCOE's been used in this. It may well have. I'm not too sure. I'm terrible at identifying specific hop varieties. It's just going down an absolute treat. All of the can is now in the glass. Just guzzling this down. I mean, it's one of those things where it's quite a well-rounded, tame IPA, but it makes it that much more satisfying to drink, and you just, next thing you know, it's all gone. But yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a maltiness to it, which I really, really like. And I could imagine, I mean, it doesn't taste anywhere near like an 8% IPA. So you could just absolutely chug this down, guzzle it down. Doesn't say when it was canned on, but the best before is the 10th of December 2023. Not too sure what sort of shelf life the brewery goes for. The artwork, which is really, really nice and simple, is care of Janine Volter, which I'd imagine it's a hashtag JanineVolter.design, so maybe on Instagram it would be at JanineVolter.design. But I like that. Really nice, simple but effective can. And yeah, I'm very, very much enjoying this. Really nice bitter dry finish. Really dries out the mouth. So yeah, I think that's a great IPA. If you're looking for an abundance of like in-your-face hops, you might be a little bit disappointed, but it's still an absolutely terrific double IPA. And like I said, I think keyword is, even though this is a sentence, not a keyword, what I'm about to say, it's very old school feeling, but just a really satisfying hoppy character as well. Lovely, lovely stuff indeed. Highly, highly recommended. I'd imagine if Cloudwater have got hold of some cans, maybe there's a few of these cans floating around here in the UK. Maybe some other beers from Blech.Brut. But yeah, lovely stuff indeed, and highly, highly recommended. So if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. What are some of your favourite beers from the brewery? And yeah, I'm just going to finish this beer, demolish a pack of Doritos, and then die and probably have my ear ooze in the middle of the night due to an infection. And I might not make it through the night if I have been bit by a spider that snuck its way into a box of supplies in work. But hey ho, life's worth living and you've got to take those risks. So yeah, all the information about the brewery will be in the description down below, as well as Janine Volter. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. And yeah, I think as the years go by, my already low knowledge and level of the German language is just diminishing. But the memories will forever. Anyway, cheers for watching. You all take care, stay safe, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Bye bye. Don't know why I whispered.